Hey folks, welcome back. This is Jason from The Successful Human. It's been a while. I love you. I'm making this video. I think it's the only one of its kind on the YouTubers, on the YouTubes. Okay, so this is going to be unedited. I'm just going to go through this right now. This is an actual ESP kit from Rhine Institute, right? Rhine.org, right? Durham, North Carolina, right? The Rhine Research Center. Is that part of Dartmouth? I don't know. And it comes with, comes with a deck of ESP cards. So I'll put that down right here for now. So I'm just going to go through exactly what's in this thing. We've got a little card that says what is ESP. We'll look at that in a second. And then it's got a manual. This is a manual for introductory experiments in parapsychology by Louisa E. Rhine, Institute for Parapsychology. These are often known as the Rhine symbols or Rhine deck, right? And this is an ESP deck. This is the original Duke University. I said Dartmouth. I meant Duke. Duke University. All right, cool. All right, ESP cards. So let's start from this part right here. What is ESP? Extrasensory perception is the ability to access information beyond the traditional senses. ESP, a term popularized by J.B. Rhine in his 1934 book, includes precognition, telepathy, clairvoyance, and intuition. Parapsychology is a science which studies ESP along with two additional areas, psychokinesis and survival of consciousness. Wow. Who has ESP? What do you think the answer is? Everyone has the capacity for ESP, especially including you, it says. Where can I find out more about ESP? The Rhine Research Center. This is the place. This is the place. Cool. And then it's then in the back. What is the Rhine Research Center? The Rhine is the oldest scientific research center in the world for the study of ESP and parapsychology. It's a non-profit organization primarily funded through donations and memberships. Yep, I bought these. They weren't expensive at all. For over 80 years, the Rhine has explored the frontier of human consciousness, publishing the peer-reviewed Journal of Parapsychology celebrating its 75th anniversary in 2012. I've had these for a while, actually, too. Today at Rhine, what's going on at Rhine? There's current research studies, personality factors in ESP, bioenergy emissions, and psychokinesis. There's education courses online. There's conferences, workshops, tours, and twice monthly public programs featuring outstanding speakers in the field, and plus monthly meetings of PEG and RV groups. I don't know what PEG is. I know RV is remote viewing. And for more information, Rhine.org or RhineEducationCenter.org. And this is the real deal, folks. I mean, these are peer-reviewed studies they put out. If you're a doubter, I mean, just go look at the research. I'm not asking you to believe anything. Just be an open-minded skeptic. All right? And these symbols, I mean, this is it. This is the real deal right here, folks. I mean, you can actually hold on one second. I just want to adjust the screen if I can. Yeah, you can actually learn to do it. I mean, you can learn to do it. All right. I don't know if this stuff is available online, but look at this. Oh my God, I love it. I just love it. I love how, like, this is the real deal, folks. I mean, like, this was like printed out, like they typed it on like a word processor. This is like word processor shit. It's like, what's the copyright on this? What did it say the copyright was? I don't know. Anyway, so I don't know how much we'll go through. I could do another episode on this if you want. This is really interesting. But this is Manual for Introductory Experiments in Parapsychology. So this is just the table of contents. Okay, it's one page. And then there's a forward. Maybe I'll read that. But here's the table of contents. Introduction. Okay, number one is ESP, general discussion of projects for experiments, techniques for testing. So there's A, card calling, and in that there's 1, clairvoyance, A, DT, B, BT. I got to learn what this means right now. I used to know, but like, see? Okay, so card calling, clairvoyance, A, DT, B, BT, 2, GESP, 3, group tests, clairvoyance or GESP, and then precognition. And B is card matching, clairvoyant, AOM, B, BM. T, the number 2 is precognitive. Methods of getting targets for precognition tests, general precautions. This is just a table of contents. Methods of evaluating ESP results, tables 1 and 2. PK, that's psychokinesis, I know that. Projects for experiments, techniques for testing, dice throwing for face, singles and doubles, dice throwing for position. And then there's general precautions, methods of evaluating PK results, tables 3, 4, and 5, and then suggestions about problems for testing, and then references. Okay? This is so really interesting to me. Basically, I used to do a course, so I bought I bought a bunch of these, and I still have a few of these left. Maybe I'll do a giveaway. I don't know. Let me know if you want one. If I have an extra one, I'll consider sending you one if someone really, really wants it. Let me know. Leave a comment below if you want one of these kits, complete with a deck of ESP cards. Forward. And if you haven't subscribed, this is a fun channel. This is Forward. This is the 5th printing of Dr. Rhine's manual. The manual has evidently been helping to serve the purpose intended, that of giving the beginner a sufficient start to lead on to the more advanced books available. Those who find it too elementary are referred to the chapters on methods in the first book under bibliography on the last page. As always, the staff of the Institute for Parapsychology will take time to help the inquiring student to find his way to the information needed, and today it is possible to refer inquirers to research centers more conveniently located for them. And I'm now on the web, I bet. In this printing, a note of caution to students seems advisable. The growing publication of unreliable claims of occult powers and practices that are often confused with parapsychology makes one want to advise readers against accepting anything in this line incautiously. Wow, what a word. Everyone likes to explore, but one may choose his own time and stage to decide what he thinks. In fact, it is good training to learn how to sift such material carefully for possible elements of value, but always to suspend judgment until a sound conclusion is warranted. What they're saying is be an open-minded skeptic. And that's from J.B. Rhine, Executive Director, Foundation for Research on the Nature of Man. And not to go any further, I'll leave it right here. There's a whole bunch of things. You saw the table of contents. I'll show you again the table of contents. Let me know anything if you're interested specifically. Oh, I'm going to show you the cards before we go. Okay, I'm going to show you the cards. Okay. But we're not going to get into any practice. If you guys want to actually delve into this, you got to let me know because I have no idea. But there's not a lot of stuff like this on the internet right now. This is the actual stuff from Duke University. All right, so here are the cards, folks. Okay. Yeah. Really cool, huh? The heck, I can't focus. There we go. Sorry, folks. There we go. Okay. So what you get in the ESP deck an ESP deck is 5 symbols, and you get 5 of them. So it's 25 symbols. And the symbols are, let's see how they even divide them up here. They don't. They're completely randomly divided. Randomly. So let me show you what they are, though. You got a circle. You got a square. Got squiggly lines. You got a star. Sorry, you got a plus, and then you got a star. Okay, so those are the 4 symbols, 5 symbols. Oh my God, Jason. 1, 2, 3, 5, and the backs are just very, very just basic backs, all the same, all this, not a one-way design, just a full design. And so what one would do is one would just basically, no magic. They would just, let's try it. Let's just see if I can do it. Let me just, it's 1 out of 5 right now, right? Okay, so you do it in a deck of 25, it's a little bit different. 1 out of 5. I'm going to say this is the square. It's not. Okay. So you could do it again like this, see? And then, see, this is a plus. Nope. Well, that's it for today. I love you. Consider subscribing and have an amazing day. Bye-bye.